So we do have a contingency plan which we will implement from the start of business tomorrow morning. So we will ensure that we deliver train service to our passengers. During the morning and the afternoon peak periods, trains will be available every 30 minutes on both the north-south and east-west lines. And we've also implemented additional security measures so that we do not compromise the safety of any of our passengers. And to increase our capacity, all trains operating in the peak periods will be 8-car trains. I can also confirm that the bus and minibus service will not be affected by the strike, and these will operate as per the standard schedule.
All right, let's stay with that story now. I'm joined by NUMSA spokesperson Pagamile Hlubi Majola to give us more detail. Pagamile, good evening, and thank you for your time tonight here on the Newsfeed Late Night. It is commonplace now that you were issued with the certificate of non-resolution on the 27th of August, which essentially gives you a right to go on strike. I believe you have served notice already, but 48 hours ago, that you will be going on strike tomorrow. What is the catalyst that has driven you to that decision?
Good evening, Thabo, and good evening to your viewers. Thank you for having us. Well, for us, the catalyst really is the fact that we find ourselves here because the management of Gautrain, the Bombela operating company, does not want to engage meaningfully with us. As you said, on the 27th of August, we were issued with a certificate to strike. Since then, we've been reaching out to the management to say, let's sit down, let's talk, let's find one another. Don't impose this increase. They don't want to do that. And that's why we now find ourselves on the eve of a strike at Gautrain starting tomorrow.
Did they make true of their ultimatum to put the 4% increase into effect 1st of October?
My understanding is that is the case. They had been consistently threatening from the time that they made the offer that that would be the case and that we should accept it, whether we like it or not. That's how it is. I think for us, the issue is not so much the proposal itself. It's more about the way that they did it. Because whilst we can understand if it is a situation that a company says they're in financial distress, this is where they need to be, then we have to negotiate that. We have to sit around the table and we have to find each other. What they did was email us that final offer and say in the email that this is it, take it or leave it, and there will be no more discussions further. And they basically shut down any attempts to negotiate. And no matter what your situation can be as an employer, you do not have the right to impose changes on workers. You have to engage meaningfully. And that's just how it is. And that is ultimately what has provoked the strike.
Now, according to the Bombela operating company, you did not get the strike ballot to put this strike forward, according to the numbers that you issued to them. Just clear that for us. What are your numbers that you've issued to them that have voted in favor of this strike?
We definitely have the majority of people who voted in favor of the strike. There were 132 employees in total who participated in the ballot. Of the 132 who participated, 124 voted overwhelmingly in favor of a strike. So I'm not sure what kind of mathematics they're using, but we have the majority of workers wanting to go out on a strike, and it is on that basis that we are going on strike tomorrow.
So the 260 NUMSA members is a number that they are dreaming up?
We represent 258 employees in the bargaining unit. 132 employees participated in the vote. So, Thabo, are you telling me that when we have elections in South Africa and more than half the population participates in the vote and you get an outcome, is that outcome now null and void because of those who didn't participate? The fact is we have the majority of numbers
or so that did not participate.
It was 124 who voted in favor of a strike. And in terms of how the LRA views this, we have the majority of people agreeing to a strike, and we're going on strike.
How is this going to impact on operations?
We are represented across the board at Gautrain. We are the majority union. We are expecting that there will be disruptions as a result of the fact that our members will not be working tomorrow. There will be picketing at the head offices of the Bombela operating company in Midrand.
Are you that far apart with the company at this point in terms of what you are demanding?
We don't think that we are that far apart. We think that we could actually find each other, but we need an opportunity to engage. And that's all we've been asking for, is an opportunity to look each other in the face and find a middle ground. They've denied us that opportunity. They are the ones who don't want to come to the negotiating table. And this is why we say that they have the power to stop the strike. They've chosen by their inaction and their refusal to engage us, to effectively, they called the strike into being. They provoked it.